Woman slammed for ditching Hinge date after he wouldn't pay $3 for extra cheese. Now, I have heard this story and even looked into it, and my god, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you guys are even ready for the amount of cringe that we have to sift through, but let's get started with this. And starting right straight from the title of this article, $3 for extra cheese? What the hell is that cheese even made out of? Like gold or something like that? Who would pay $3 for extra cheese? TikToker Daphne Diamant said that she left her Hinge date because he refused to pay $3 for extra cheese on his burger. In a viral clip with 6.4 million views, Daphne explained that she matched with the man using the dating app Hinge, and they agreed to meet up for dinner. Their date was going well until he refused to put a single slice of cheese on his burger after the waitress told him that it would require an additional $3 charge. I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get my branzino and see what happens, Daphne said, shocked that he didn't pay for the extra cheese. So I already know where this is going, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think you guys are even ready for this. Imagine being so petty that you ditch a date because your date refuses to pay $3 extra for a measly slice of cheese on a burger. That right there is beyond peak pettiness, and that is also landmine red flag behavior right there. And he's like, oh my god, you have to pay extra for everything these days. And I'm like, yeah, it's New York City, she continued. The TikToker said after they both received their meals and she ate until she was satisfied, she told him she needed to use the restroom. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this right here takes place in New York City. I hope you guys understand how expensive it is to live out there, and combine that with inflation. Yeah, I think anybody would have a very good reason to be pissed off for paying $3 whole extra for a piddly slice of cheese on a burger. Like, give me a break. And don't think, ladies and gentlemen, that she went to the restroom just to potty. Oh, no. I took my purse and went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill. And I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant and I texted him, she recalled. So I texted him, the check is taken care of. You should have gotten the cheese, and I blocked him. All of this because he didn't want to pay $3 for an extra slice of cheese. You chose to ditch the date all because he didn't want to pay extra for cheese. $3 whole for a slice of cheese, and you proceed to block him as well. What in the actual hell is wrong with you? Like, I can understand this type of behavior if he was rude, derogatory, all that stuff, but as far as research shows, no, he was not any of those things. He just didn't want to pay $3 extra for cheese on a burger. In the caption for her video, Daphne wrote that the dinner was $55. TikTok users took to the comments to criticize the woman for ditching her date because he refused to pay $3 for a single slice of cheese. I don't see what the big deal is for not wanting to pay extra for cheese. That doesn't mean he's cheap. He just has a terrible way of handling it, one person wrote. My man saved himself from a crazy relationship by simply saying no to cheese, another added. You're wild for judging over a piece of cheese, a third shared. So first off, she ends up revealing a big piece of information that shoots this entire thing in the foot. The meal was $55, which isn't cheap by any stretch of the imagination, and that was something that he was completely fine with. But what he wasn't fine with was how expensive a measly piece of extra cheese is on a burger. So this ain't him being cheap nor unreasonable. And a terrible way of handling it? How is it terrible to express disgust on $3 for an extra slice of cheese? Now, mind you, maybe he could have kept it to himself. I don't know. But I think a lot of us would have the very same reaction that he did when it comes to that. Others said they too wouldn't pay for the additional $3 charge for extra cheese. Wouldn't pay $3 for a slice of cheese either, one commented. The guy was being smart. $3 for cheese? That is illegal, another said. In a follow-up clip, Daphne claimed that she was going on a second date with the guy, and he'd seen the video and thought it was funny, adding she's actually broke herself. Okay, so apparently they decided to go on a second date after this pointless fiasco ended up taking place. Personally, my guy, after this had taken place, I would say hail to the no, and I'd pack my bags, I'd run far away. I also find it funny how you admit yourself that you're broke, yet you want to ostracize the guy you went on a date with because he refused to pay $3 for extra cheese. That right there is completely and utterly hilarious in a very, very cringy way. Like, what the hell? Because what type of a person goes online to blow up a small, petty, private thing into a fucking mountain? You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here is the picture-perfect example of making a mountain out of a molehill. So what if you didn't want to pay $3 for extra cheese? You decided to make a big deal out of a very small and petty situation, and yet you want to cry back on TikTok and say that people are taking this way too seriously and stuff like that. You mean like how you took seriously the guy not wanting to pay $3 for extra cheese? Give me a break. You ended up creating the situation and people are clowning on you for it. So that is something that you have to accept. Now, mind you, if it was something like harassment or bullying or threats that you were receiving in response to the situation, I would 100% disavow that. But this is something that you yourself made the situation on. You ended up causing this in the first place. So, I mean, how are we supposed to feel sorry for you at that point? You know what I'm saying? I got no pity for you. But those are just my thoughts and analysis on the situation. What did you guys think about what we talked about here in today's video? Leave your thoughts and your feedback down below, ladies and gentlemen. I always love hearing you guys out. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll see you next time.